ladies, sweet gentlemen, most welcome to the voice of evolution, to the voice that is going to bring through huge shifts in consciousness and inspiration, aspirations, and so much more in 2022, because we are on the verge of a complete overhaul. So the world will be blown into a new way of interaction, a new way of communication, a new way of creating, while the old system is silently but surely collapsing right in front of your eyes. So when realizing we all came here as co-creators for the repair of the earth, the animal kingdom, and the human kingdom all together, then we are required to really step into our assignment, to step into our passion, to step in what we love to do on the earth, minus jobs that are breaking you, minus relationships that are breaking you, minus the food industries that doesn't feed the bodies anymore on this earth. So we recreate a new food industry in which we get the appropriate nutrients, vitamins, minerals, name it, right? So here, let's say what is going to stream through and from 2022 on all the way into the next decade, that is fast and foremost the streaming into the first golden age. So when we look back at where Lemuria sank deep under sea level and we rose again into Atlantis, that is what we are doing. We are rising with the vibration of a new light earth Atlantis. That is what it is termed. So here, everybody can recreate their lives. It is about recreating, reinventing the self, and bringing true where you know you are so good, so passionate, so much yourself that nothing can possibly break you down. And that is letting go of any in-stream of the news, letting go of any negative vibration, letting go of any parlor that doesn't match your frequencies. Because the moment you tap into negative energies like the news, like communications with people you may not even like, for example, or whenever anything that goes on and you embed it into your nerves, like you pick up posts from social media, from YouTube, from anywhere, and they're so laden with negative energies, then your nervous system takes that on and you keep on cycling that consciousness, meaning you breathe the debris, what is termed the matrix. So here in 2022, what is going to happen, or is already happening, is that the light within Earth is rising, right? So we are recreating with all the elements, meaning you start to communicate with them through telepathic waves, through your meditation. You start to see them when in alignment with the divine. And that is here the big topic of today, the difference between free will and divine will is gonna make you or break you. It is that simple. Living in free will is living in ego. Living in free will is what has been termed soul consciousness. So the purpose of our life is actually the movement from soul, the soul platform, the birth chart, into your universal chart, which is spirit self, in which you receive your daily information, in which you receive what you need, in which you get direction, in which you get assistance, in which you see that assistance, in which you feel that assistance throughout your home. So, and that is the demarcation line we are going to see, because the matrix is going to collapse. It's like the negativity is going to be returned to sender, and that is because the light grids, the universal, celestial, celestial grids, are grounding with light earth, and the light earth, the light within earth, is raising to match that vibration. And matching both vibrations is what brings through the purification process. So many people will feel a little bit nauseous, feel the energies in their headspace, will feel, yeah, at times very tired, at times very vibrant as well. So depending on your the alignment, is that divine will or free will. So free will always break you, will give no guidance at all, will always dig into deep ego consciousness, and will have the brain span very, very limited, like this, right? So when that brain span is so extremely limited, we cannot expand upon furthering and thinking on, let's say, a bigger plateau, like a worldwide unification platform in which the gathering will come true, no matter what. Because the great thing that happened during the past 3 years is that the universes and light workers had plenty of time to place, to ground, to incorporate massive, massive, worldwide, universal, crystalline grids. A grid is nothing but ley lines up and down, and ley lines in a vertical matter, horizontal matter. So it creates rooms of light, right? Lines up and down, and lines from left to right, and even diagonal, right? If you look up of Google, like an earth grid, you will see the platform like triangular equations. And that is actually the good news, because if we look at our computer, iPhone, iPad, whatever you have, you fancy, we see dualism, duality, black and white. You know, the 0-1 syndrome, 0-1. And so, well, moving out of this in the first golden age, we will move in a triangular platform. That is actually all over the Google machine already, but these computers have not been updated to that. So that is 0-1-2, and not 0-1-0-1, 0-1-2, 2-1-0. That creates a triangle, right? So moving in a triangle beyond linear thinking, that is where you expand your life. That is where you start to vibrate inside out. That is where you find your purpose. That is where you find your alignment. That is where you find your joy. That is where you find empowerment, self-mastery. I could expand like hours on each topic, you know, what it means to get in self-empowerment, what it means to get into self-mastery. And so today, streaming into 2022, we can take that first road into self-responsibility. And that takes actually the choice to move out of free will straight into divine will, and aligning that into the body. That takes the alignment to divine will with the same light environment, light vehicle around your body, and moving that at least at a home-based crystalline grid, so you can install that with crystals. And when breathing that through, it starts to incorporate. And that is some sort of a very short version of recreating with your origin and matching actually the masters or the angelic kingdoms or all the hierarchies up there that are grounding as well. And that purified vibration is what makes people sick at times. And when we don't align to our origin or light and corporation beyond the carbonization, then life is meant to remain in the matrix where there is no joy, no nothing, no forward movement, stuck patterns, and all that. I don't want to talk about it because it will make me sick. Okay, we've seen enough of that sickness. It's all about the recreation. And today we can do that very, very quickly. We don't have to go many, many years into training that. The only thing that matters when moving out of the old, we move out of the old ways of integrating light body in the body. We move out of, and that means by anything, moving out of, in the first place, mindfulness, that is pure ego. Reiki, move it out. It's all old, right? Secondly, move out of the macabre, old. Move out of, what else do we have? Melchizedek. What else do we have? The old ways of integrating light degrees. The chakra system. Move it out. That's old, that's old, that's old. All these trainings are dead and gone. Once you get that in your brain that it is so damn dead, then you'll understand why it is so important to move out of the old into the gold. I got a video about that as well. Understanding that means removing every education out of your system that is old, because it simply will not work any longer. Today, when we move in to the integrations of light, that is where the term brain expansion comes from. It's the same. When you live in a house and you feel that house is too small, you want to build extra rooms, you understand that you need to build these extra rooms to expand that house and to enjoy all the extra rooms, right? A child could understand that. Yet, the same goes on with our brains. Brains that are so limited to the hypnosis and, the waking up process that has been going on, need to expand consciousness in order to get your own data, your own information, your own passion, your own guidance, your own fire on high. And that can only be done with your direct connect to your source in divine will. And that needs a little bit of practice and training. But for those who want to go there, make a new start and move it quickly into re-understanding your origin. It starts with divine will, a light body, and a light grid. From there on, you start to breathe through many essences. You can breathe through and integrate the many realms. And thus we override the falseness and the nonsense, what was once termed dimensions. There's hardly anyone who truly knows what these dimensions are about, what they bring through, where you need to be in complete protection. So that will come through as well. I have a small 5 days online here for those interested in doing so, or a very large self-mastery course in which you are certified to be an eternal healer and assist people heal inside out. Many are going to crave it because why? Because the old system is collapsing. The medical industry will no longer work. Medication will not work within a light body. It would be absurd. Light defeats density. So all these toxins in medication and putting that in a light body that is, you know, craving density in yourself, craving negativity, and collapsing your light. So you can heal out any disease. You can heal out Alzheimer. You can heal out cancers. You can heal out anything you can possibly imagine. Do you have an headache? You eliminate that in 2 minutes time. If you have the knowledge and the right technology, so some training at least is needed. We can easily understand when we learn a new language, for example, it needs a few years of training, right? The same goes on in retraining the body into self-mastery, moving from a light body installation, crystallizing the body into the celestial, universal levels, and up into the beyond where you're gonna touch, taste, and know your origin, because everything would become light frequencies and you feel them vibrating inside out your cellular structure as your cells move into light parts, and that is your origin. And so the training is so fantastic. So that is the choice to make in 2022. Where will I go? Free will or divine will? Light body or a body decaying into the old system? Re-educating myself and having passion, or being completely uninspired from day one? So there's many choices, but when you make that choice of moving into light, and there is going to be, or it's already happening, the demarcation line between the crystallization of the earth into light earth and the matrix that is collapsing, with people choosing the matrix. So it's an easy choice at times, yet it needs a little bit of education, inspiration, aspiration. So I will bring through a lot of videos this year. I feel that coming, like if not every day, and to inspire you, to let you know what you can do. So for example, next video will be about your entrance in the first golden age and how you can reimagine your first golden road there, opening your space up there, and it will be an integration I will be giving for free. So you can taste what it does and how parallel universes work together with the earth, and so you can start manifesting stuff. So that must be fun to do. So apart from that, I have everything over there in the description box, because creation is so important. I'm a psychologist, an animal behaviorist, and I work a lot with mental diseases in children and youth. And apart from that, in my inspiring time, I just paint and paint and paint, because that's the way the universe gives me information upon information upon information. So it's about taking that decision and that beautiful balancing point. So yeah, I would say if you like my channel, you like the inspiration, aspiration, the guidance all the way throughout the next years, then please subscribe and click that bell so you get notified when I come out with a new video. video and new inspirations. There's a lot of free stuff coming up every week, and once a month I will bring out a free healing session. I'm very deep in healing, very experienced in healing severe diseases, no matter what, and I do these one-on-one, so that's all up there. That is actually the bridge here. You see the arc of consciousness moving, the arc of light, and you see that orange vibration with the golden dragon. That is what we are truly moving into, with those green and orange waves and the black universe, the black omnipotent energies, the black universe that is so inspiring and can truly delete any stuck pattern in your brain. You know, anytime I have that too, at times, like I would say, like, could that particular person just die, just go? That's an opinion, you know, that is a wish. So I immediately delete that with the black wave, for example, and that goes very, very deep. So I don't allow myself to have any opinion, judgment about anything. Just, you know, when we allow it, then we start to think about it. And when we start to think about it, we in that low energy field of the matrix. So moving that out of you will make you very passionate and happy, because that is what creation is about. Also, you know, I make new decisions every day. So that's another one I made. It's about the dragon vibrations. I make these in, you know, a few minutes time. And these talents, I give you a short show about, I made a video, a quick time collapse video about it. And it shows how these talents come from my meditational alignment to my source, because I have no education whatsoever in the arts. I have no knowledge, but I have great knowledge about color combinations, color integrations in consciousness, and how the application of certain color patterns can change, expand your consciousness, so you can create your bigger rooms in here. So I hope you like it. Let me know what you think about creating your light body. What does it mean to you? It may be you have no interest at all at creating light within the body, because in simple terms, the word meditation has been cut down a million miles. People do not understand it. Meditation should be fun, should be nothing but alignment and alignment and alignment, knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. Now, just sitting there like in a trance meditational session, that is extremely boring, and happens after maybe 20 years, okay? But with integrative light body and building that light like a million miles in circumference, that start at 10 miles perhaps, then that is fun, because you learn to understand the first 22 ways and how to work with that, and you feel the changes, and you feel how people change with you. You feel how doors are opening for you. So you have the results of every meditation, and that is when it becomes fun. That is when you feel the vibration of your source in the body all of the time, but also, you know, you refine upon divine will, and so things you need start streaming in, like a new job, a new partner, a new home, you know, whatever it is, new skills, new talents, and your brain expands and says, hey, how come I couldn't think about that before? Because your brain was closed off, or, you know, bathing in the old mud, negativity, density, name it. So we don't want that, right? We want to expand, we want to grow together. So let me know if you want anything like that encourage you to start out, or let me know what you think about creation in general, where you would like to go, or have an idea. So the next topics will be into the growth of anything this year, regarding your lifestyle, regarding your nutrition, regarding your connections, regarding your jobs, name it. So there is no end in what I could talk about, and I certainly hope to assist you, to guide you, and to bring new inspirations to the platform you can try out. So thank you for clicking that bell and subscribing, especially, so you get notified about that opening free meditational alignment, where you find that universes can ground, can paralyze, can move in a parallel platform, and that is where your dreams come true. Thank you so much for being with me, and see you next time. Thank you.